Hello, thank you very much. Right around Australia. Welcome to the War for another weekend. And Chris, what a grubby week it's been.
It is getting very grubby, isn't it? Very grubby indeed in the lead up to the election as both sides of politics wheel out their dirt units to peddle smears and counter smears. Have you got the Liberal dirt file?
Yeah, I've got the dirt file here. They're saying apparently that Kevin Rudd has a dodgy heart. That's one of them out there.
Yep, they also reckon Rudd dumped baby Pumpkin on the street.
And they even saying that Julia Gillard broke up Warnie's marriage.
Oh, he loves a bit of orange roughy, Warnie, doesn't he? Is there anyone he hasn't slept with?
Within this country.
The really big, controversial revelation from the Liberal dirt file, though, bizarrely enough, concerns one of their own Liberal MPs.
Yeah, the rumour goes that a senior member of the Liberal Party is leading a secret gay double life. Now, they don't name who it is, Chris, but I think the evidence pretty much speaks for itself.
I had no idea you were carrying on with him as well. You've been helping him perpetuate the lie.
It's so obvious. That's why he's such a friend of Alan Jones's, for God's sake. Come on.
I guess politics is full of secrets and lies, like the lie we just mentioned about Rudd's heart operation, because based on his understanding of tax this week, it's not Rudd's heart that's the problem. I reckon it's his brain.
Can you name for me the rates and the thresholds at which those rates kick in?
Well, if you look across the, you mean the ones when they take fully...
Budget, this year, July 1.
Well, as of July 1, if you went through the four thresholds, I think the high threshold kicks in, I think, at 175,000.
Papa!
He clearly has no idea that he is just making shit up.
It's embarrassing. He's clearly not fit for government.
He's not, I know. I mean, Alexander Downer was much more on top of things when asked the same question about tax rates on Lateline.
Got them in your head, have you?
Yeah, well, I'm not aspiring to be the Prime Minister, but, I mean, you know, that, of course, is not a trick question. It's a predictable question, so maybe it's not fair to ask me, but I know that the highest the highest tax threshold comes in at $150,000.
Could you actually go backwards and do them all?
I think you'll find that the next threshold, the 40-cent rate, comes in at $75,000.
Don't look down. Don't look down. You're not allowed to
Don't look down and... I think I know them pretty well. I think you'll find that that the 30-cent rate that comes in at about $30,000.
No idea.
No,
Useless.
No,
Useless.
To be fair, Downer wasn't looking at the tax rates there. If you have a look at Lateline's other camera, he was just distracted by the gay Liberal minister down there.
I think you'll find that the next threshold, the 40-cent rate, comes in at $75,000.
Don't look down.
Don't look down and...
I've never seen Lateline's other camera before.
It's a good camera.
Tony Jones should cut to that camera more often.
It's much more interesting.
Of course, I might vote for him now. Of course, the other big story in politics at the moment is the Tasmanian company Guns. They've got this big proposed pulp mill down in Tassie, and even though it's going to pump millions of litres of effluent into the Bass Strait every day, the Labor Premier in Tasmania, Paul Lennon, is adamant it will go ahead.
Yeah, some seem to think he's in Guns' pocket, but he's just very pro-mills, always has been.
Oh, he loves mills.
Exactly, can't get enough of mills. Thinks Tasmania should be wall-to-wall mills.
He even said he's happy to have mills in his own backyard. So we took one there to see how he liked it.
Everywhere we go, days where the race came. Down in a hollow,
This is a bit of Whitney Houston.
Can we dump him here? Yeah, look, more than welcome to stay here. Typical, you know. Dump effluent at Bass Strait, yeah. Dump Millsy here. You guys just don't care, do you?
Go Millsy, that's Paris. I didn't get there on my European trip, sorry. I went to Nice and Cannes, that was quite nice.
nobody knows where my premier's gone. He's not here anymore.
If the Premier doesn't know the lyrics, we've got him here. You can just read them out. It'll just be like getting legislation from Guns. Yeah, Premier. Come on, what about Millsy? Do you want him in? He's less affluent.
Hey?
Come on, you and him will get on really well.
You went out my place first thing this morning, were you? Wasn't you, was it?
Oh, never. We wouldn't
Oh, of
possibly do
course
this.
not.
You love him. He hosted a show called Stooge, and you're a stooge.
Is that the best you can do?
Can we lock him up back at your place?
Listen, I hope that you do me a favour this weekend. You all barrack for Geelong, so I think the Cats are going to win their first flag in 44 years, all right? Pleased to meet you. Welcome, Cats.
Can you get back to us after gun, Stooge? What to say? Jeez, he's in Geelong's pocket.
This week on Classic Albums, the story behind the seminal masterpiece, Songs of the Humpback Whale.
Well, it was a very difficult record to make, really, because the Whales were doing a lot of drugs at the time.
A record hailed on its release, but plagued by bitterness and acrimony behind the scenes.
Honestly. Well, the original producer was Phil Spector, but he and the Whales had these creative differences. So I stepped in, I took the Whales to a castle in France to finish the record, and it was a pretty wild time, I think I can say. No, that sounds like a dolphin. Could you try more of a whale sound?
The making of a whale song epic.
No one got on. They didn't speak English. We fucking don't speak Whale. And yet there was some kind of chemistry that you just can't explain.
Classic Albums, 7:30 Saturday on SBS.
Now, guys, you might recall that earlier in the year, I decided to do the right thing by people, contribute to society by making a few helpful community announcements. Attention, patrons. Would all people using the poker machines please go home? Your families love you, and I'll let you in on something. You're not going to win. Thank you for your attention. Sorry, I was just making a community service announcement.
Well, isn't that typical? You try and do a good deed and people don't appreciate it.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, there is no keeping this Good Samaritan down. A few setbacks like that were not going to stop my passion for making community service announcements at whatever open mics I can find. Attention, customers. Life is not all about shopping, No amount of material possessions is ever going to make you happy. So leave the store now, buy nothing today, and get a life. Thank you for your attention. Sorry, I was just making a community service announcement. OK, thanks. Attention all staff. Could all security staff please go to ladies' wear? I'm about to go shoplifting in menswear and it's really hard to do with you guys hanging around. All security staff to ladies' wear, please. Thank you. Attention shoppers. If you're looking for a bargain, please leave this Westfield immediately. Oh, sorry, I was just making a community service announcement. If you just give me 1 second, I'll just make it quite quickly. It's just that the prices are much better down the road. Just need to make an announcement. Attention, all shoppers. The time has come for 1 minute's silence. So we invite you all to please join our staff by standing still where you are, bowing your heads for a minute as we remember. Sorry, everyone, I've just had a bit of trouble with my stopwatch. We're just going to have to start that again. Please bow your heads for 1 minute as we remember, starting from now. Sorry, I just got distracted. That was a little bit more than a minute, but thank you very much for your attention, ladies and gentlemen. Please resume your shopping. Thank you.
Now,
we've all heard Chris banging on about his cracked pepper and all this other petty, self-indulgent restaurant crap. It's quite embarrassing, actually. But I'm here to tell you guys, he's not the only one who gets a little bit fussy when it comes to dining out.
Oh, Chaz, you're a bit of a gourmet.
Call me Chaz Fine Dining Luchadolo, Andrew.
OK, Chaz Fine Dining.
I know what I like.
It is true. I've eaten out with Chaz, and he is not afraid to send a meal back if it's not up to scratch.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And usually the restaurant's quite obliging, but lately I've decided to push things just a little bit further and see just how many times you can send the same meal back, no matter how petty the reason. Can I please have just carrot and pumpkin soup?
Carrot pumpkin.
Thank you. Can I ask what's?
That's watercress. It's just like a garnish.
Is it possible to remove it? Is it?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you very much. Can I just ask, this salt?
Yes?
This is
sea salt.
This is sea salt.
Yes.
Do you have any finer salts in there?
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's a very coarse salt. Thank you very much. This spoon's very cold.
Spoon?
Do you have any warm spoons?
Yeah, I'll be able to use it. There you are, that's a warm spoon.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much for that. Can I just ask?
Yes.
Does the bowl have to be so round?
Yes.
It's just, feng shui just makes me a bit anxious, you know?
Sure.
If you just get a square bowl or an elliptical or triangle.
Okay.
Thank you very much, thank you. Thank you.
Want to warm the spoon up for you, Matt?
That'd be fantastic if you could.
Yeah,
thank you very much. Thank you. Excuse me?
Yes.
Is it possible to make it a little less orange?
No.
It's very orange.
I cannot send it back again. It is a pumpkin and carrot soup.
That's true.
They're both orange vegetables.
But I think this is more orange.
No.
I think it's a very aggressive orange.
I wouldn't say it's aggressive.
Very hostile.
Really? I don't think so. Orange is my favourite colour. That's a hostile orange. This is, I think, is this orange like the sun.
Do you think this is very orange?
No? Why don't you just eat it?
I was nervous about having that orange of soup inside me. There's nothing you could do to change the colour.
Sorry, buddy.
Sorry to be so much trouble. Well, could you reheat it by any chance? It's gone cold now. I really like this girl. Like, she's very special, but the problem is, well, I don't think she likes hairy guys.
Oh, we'll fix that.
Yeah, well, no, what I'm trying to say is, I think we might need to shave more than my beard. I've got more hairy bits than my good lady feared.
Hey, noddy, no, what a lot of hair. He's hairy on his arms and his chest and his back. He's hairy on his legs.
Not to mention my crack.
Hairy crack. Noddy, no, what a lot of hair. He's hairy on his balls. We don't wish to be rude. You'd think he was Chewbacca
if you saw me nude.
So come on, chop chop, bring his girlfriend some joy. Let's make him so smooth. She'll think she's shagging a 9-year-old boy.
So can you get down to it?
No,
get the pants off?
No. Just the face today.
Now, as the pretentious member of the team, I was very saddened by the recent death of Ingmar Bergman, the great Swedish art house film director. And what I didn't realise was that just before Ingmar Bergman died, one of the major national airlines in Sweden asked him to make their in-flight safety video. I think it's a brilliant bit of work.
Var vänligen behåll ditt säkerhetsbälte fastspänt under hela flygningen. Som en symbol för kedjorna som kväver vår själ. När instruerad av någon i din besättning, var vänlig inta nödlägespositionen Art House. Vid en eventuell nödsituation, döden kommer framträda med erbjudande om att spela ett parti schack.
I'm sorry, David. I found that sketch way too obscure. It's parodying movies no one's ever seen. And it's way too pretentious.
come on, Mark, I didn't think it was pretentious enough. I mean, I'd like to see the Chaser guys go after, I don't know, the early films of Wong Kar-wai or the home movies of John Cassavetes. That would be great. I'm going to give it 3.5.
Oh, God, no. I'm giving it half a star.
Yes, welcome to The Lab, our new segment where we test all manner of products so that you don't have to. And the first thing under our microscope in the lab is cosmetics.
I know, I can read.
Well, look, not all cosmetics make dodgy claims. Take, for example, the very scientifically named Goodbye Cellulite.
Ever wanted to say goodbye to cellulite? You can with new Nivea Body Goodbye Cellulite. A unique gel formula proven with the effect of Skin Zone L-carnitine.
Now, you might think that is dodgy, and you'd look like you do. But I'll have you know that before she used Goodbye Cellulite, that rake-thin model actually used to look like this. It's true. Little known fact.
You know, it is not just Nivea, though. Take the claims of lipstick maker True Shine.
True Shine. Sheer shine shades that will look just beautiful on you. We guarantee it.
Guaranteed to look beautiful, eh?
Lies, Jules. All lies. How do I look?
I think you look completely disgusting. You're filthy.
You look slutty and trashy. You look like Bronwyn Bishop.
You look like you've been sucking dicks.
But lipsticks aren't the only lies, you know. Moisturisers make pretty outlandish claims too, and none more so than Johnson's Body Wash.
Imagine a world of endless hydration. Welcome to Johnson's World of Hydration.
A world of endless hydration, hey? In that case, you'd think Johnson's Body Wash would go down a treat with the really dehydrated people in a marathon. Proof.
Well, I gotta say, I am shocked.
Shocking.
That didn't work.
Shocking.
I cannot believe it. But at least moisturisers don't claim they can change your DNA with a $10 face cream.
New DNAge protects your DNA against future external skin cell damage.
Now that is bullshit.
No. Hold your horses, Jules, because I checked Nivea's website, and I'll have you know it's all good science. It's very well explained. See, look, here is an older woman, and here's one of her cells. And here it is getting struck by lightning. Now, that's what makes you age, and your cells turn all flaky. But then you put on DNAge, and it gives you these big, huge blue arrows right there. And you know what happens? The cell's course protected. Don't believe me? There you go. Makes perfect sense to me, Jules.
It does. Look, mind you, Nivea
Another
isn't
myth busted.
Oh, we've busted that one, don't worry. Look, Nivea isn't the only one that has anti-ageing creams. Olay's got one too.
It doesn't stop at lines and wrinkles, but helps fight pores, age spots, dryness, dullness, texture and tone as well.
Well, look, that looks good to me. So I decided to give it a go. And it really cleared up my credibility. Self-respect, common sense and rationality, not to mention my wallet.
But the most amazing claim in all the cosmetic advertising we have seen is this one from Max Factor.
I've tried many things, but this one is magic. Look 5 years younger in a flash.
5 years younger in a flash, which means that if you put it on 5 times, you should look 25 years younger.
Put it on 8 times and you'll look like this.
Well, I have to say, I felt 80 years old, but just to check that I looked like it, I tried to slip undetected into a primary school.
Excuse me, can you tell me where year 2 is, please?
Sorry?
Yeah, year 2. I'm 8 years old, I think you can tell.
I'm sorry, I think you've got the wrong place.
No, my
You're
mum
gonna
said I
have to
could be
go.
here. I'm here for year 2.
But you're gonna have to go. Yeah, that's the exact.
I'm just a regular Joe with a good Telstra job. I'm a big CEO who's made a few bob. I like broadband and Big Pond. I'm worth every cent. I run an Aussie telco with a US accent. I'm short and I'm shy, and I have this weird mo that makes me look like Super Mario. But sometimes I'm not paid enough to keep the share price from going down. No way. No, I gotta find new ways to turn Telstra profits around. Whoa, yeah. I bring on my customers' staunch loyalty by raising each month their line rental fee. I'm the asshole. He's the asshole. I'm the asshole. I'm the asshole. He's the asshole. He's such an asshole. When people ring up on our tech support line, I keep them on hold for hours at a time. I'm the asshole. He's the asshole. I'm the asshole. He's the biggest asshole. I'll say the repairman will be there at 8, but he'll turn up at 5, only 9 hours late. I'm the asshole. He's the asshole. I'm an asshole. He's a fucking asshole. Maybe I should have fixed phones in the bush and not hurried to join the privatized push, and not moved our jobs to the cheap Hindu Kush. Nah, I'm the asshole.
Well, hand me a spanner. The fixers are back, and I don't know about you, Craig, but if there's ever been a major problem in this world, it's mine.
Surely one of the lamest art forms of all time, and it's now even lamer since the one person who was moderately okay has sadly passed away.
Yeah, au revoir, Monsieur Marcel Marceau. He was laid to rest earlier today, and what a beautiful service it was.
Next problem this week. We're back in the Berg. Next problem this week, Kevin Rudd. The higher he goes in the polls, the more smug he seems to get.
Oh, yeah, and all this stuff about him speaking Mandarin. I mean, sure, he throws off a few phrases in public now and again, but how are we to know if he can really speak Chinese? It's time somebody asked the question, so I did.
And that should be embraced fully by the mission which he had established under, I think it was Terry McAfee.
Mr. Rudd, can I ask you one question? Mr. Rudd, 你真的会说中文吗?
Can I just say that our friends in Beijing are watching you, and any more misbehaviour along those lines, then you'll be arrested. So.
You see, one simple question in Mandarin and he couldn't answer it.
That's not because he can't speak Mandarin, Jules. He just has no idea what you were saying. I got your Chinese translated, and this is what you actually said.
你真的会说中文吗? And I meant every word of that.
All right, and the final problem this week is Jetstar.
Yes, Jetstar. They're at it again. This week there's been a food poisoning scare in Honolulu, and they've also got an investigation after a Jetstar plane recently tried to land without wheels.
I would have hoped that safe landing was included in the price, because Jetstar passengers, you know, have to pay extra for food and drink. You think they'd be willing to pay a bit extra for safety too? Just wondering if you're interested in a Jetstar safety upgrade for $20 each. You can sit at the back of the plane using the front as the crumple zone. You sure you're not interested in safety? The back is safer.
I think the front's actually safer, but still.
You think the front's safer? No, our pilots tend to go in nose first. Wonder if I can interest you in a Jetstar parachute just for landing time?
No, thanks.
No?
We're hoping to land quite safely.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know. But this is Jetstar. You don't want a Jetstar parachute?
What am I going to do with the parachute? If God's ridden my will to die, mate, you die.
Okay, so God chose Jetstar for you, did he? You don't speak English? Okay, so plane. Safe. Yes? All right, sir. Just to see if it fits you. You don't feel safe already, sir? No. So you're flying Jetstar? Would you like a Jetstar helmet?
No, I'm not flying Jetstar. I'm actually from security.
You're from security?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to have to sell the helmets yourself. I've got to go.
Oh, no problem.
Okay, no problems.
Oh dear. Now, sadly, that is just about it for tonight, I'm afraid. But remember, you can podcast the show by going to abc.net.au/chaser, or catch the repeat this Friday night after Alexander Downer makes an ass of himself on Late Line again.
We'll catch you again next week. Until then, in the words of Marcel Marceau,